I see demons in you. And they've forgotten that God says in His Word that we need to examine ourselves, lest when we think we stand, we fall.
True.
You've got to look at you. Mind your own business. Tell your neighbor, mind your own business, man. You've got to look at you. Don't play around with the pastor's sermon when your pastor preaches. You've got to look at you. So Paul says, listen, I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present. That's the abstract phenomenon. Because when God created you, sin was never there. The enemy distorts choice. He taints choice. He colors choice. You've got to make up your mind and tell yourself, I don't have no other choice but to do what God says. Yeah. I convince myself I don't have no other choice but to do what God says. Verse 22 says, for I delight in the law of God after the inward man. And that's the truth of all of us. Well, most of us really. Verse 23 says, but I do see another law in my members. Yeah. Warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. Now there is a very important word. He says, but I see another. I see another law in me, and it's warring against the law of my mind. Verse 24, he says, O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? I thank God through Jesus Christ our Lord, so that with the mind I myself serve the law of God, but with the flesh the law of sin. I want you to follow me now. I'm not going to be much longer. Let's define negativity. What is negativity? It is exhibiting the absence of positive or affirmative character. Tell your neighbor, character is the crux of the matter.
Character is the crux of the matter.